Hi, this is Bill. So I've created this video specific for Java developers eyeing to be an expert in ServiceNow. And you are unsure where to start, what to skip, and how to basically prove yourself fast in a specific direction. Well, in this video, I'll give you the exact ServiceNow developer roadmap, which I use with my own teams to translate your Java strengths, improving your platform fundamentals, your scripting, and utilizing the AI skill set and specializing to different verticals. It can be ITSM, ITOM, and on this video, I will be more specific on ServiceNow PSDS. So your work basically directs to the real outcomes, which is field tested, and you can ship it or ship your experience to a productive outcome. Most developers switching to ServiceNow make the same mistake where they start from zero. And what I do is like maximize your strengths since you are already a developer, which is a high performer that will translate your existing strengths, build on a reliable platform foundation, and specialize where it counts best. By the end of this, have a practical plan, proof points to ensure that you look good with your bosses or make the hiring managers say yes. So the agenda, what you'll see in the screen, is based on these key pillars where you translate your Java strengths, build your foundation on the ServiceNow platform, learn JavaScript in the ServiceNow way, add AI to your skill set, and specialize to PSDS of ServiceNow for public value. So as we start on the left, as you strength in Java, you can reuse your skill set using object-oriented programming. Your knowledge with classes, fields, tables, and columns are all existing in ServiceNow. Exception handling, integration using your REST templates, HTTP calls on web applications, JUnit for testing, and Spring Flows for workflows. So all of this skill set are reusable in ServiceNow. And the mid server in ServiceNow is basically a Java application where it provides secure integrations and batch jobs alongside the platform. So as you transfer that skill set from your Java, looking at a data model perspective, application layer, and UI layer also exist in ServiceNow. So all you need to do is translate those skill sets and transform it to a ServiceNow platform. So the key features that you'll be first looking at is to look at the services which you utilize in Java and look in the ServiceNow platform. So as we move to the second level of this key pillar, which is platform foundations, so what I'm talking about here is learning the ServiceNow features. So all the feature set that you have in Java is also available in the ServiceNow platform in a much more richer scale, from publishing an application, how to package, promote, or back up safely, security by design, like user groups, roles, authentication, and role-based authorization. Since ServiceNow is an ITIL platform, it will focus on the ITIL framework. So as you move forward and learn the different microservices, as I translate it to a Java perspective, those objects are already out of the box. Since ServiceNow has a rule of thumb where you use out of the box features first, and that will be your key strengths in achieving faster productivity and efficiency, looking at from a no-code, low-code standpoint, utilizing the out-of-the-box applications. And what you'll notice, there will be tables, processing, out-of-the-box UI templates that you can basically utilize. And since you are a Java developer, it will be a great advantage on where you can extend in the perspective of an object-oriented programmer, where you can inherit from a template or from a base class and reusing it, applying reuse scalability and also performance. If you see that this video is adding value, please don't forget to like and subscribe and join as a member to further support my channel. And one of the key advantages of the ServiceNow platform as you learn it, it has demo scripts that you can utilize straight away. And the development environment which in ServiceNow we call the PDI or Personal Development Environment or Personal Development Instance, are rich on out-of-the-box demo data from portals, widgets, workflows, tables, to name a few. And as you play around on the PDI, it will give you a great advantage on understanding the structure, the behavior, and also the outcomes that are expected by the consumers of the application. And if you haven't done creating a PDI, I have added a link at the end of the screen. And right now, I am using Zurich version, which is the latest and greatest as I create this video. And ServiceNow upgrades twice a year. So after 6 months, ServiceNow will be using the next platform upgrade. And as you master the platform, you can now move on a low-code approach using JavaScript objects. So your object-oriented program perspective are still going to be utilized. And ServiceNow has the ability to support that direction, and it's already implementing those practices, both best practices in the ServiceNow platform and industry best practices. So you can treat ServiceNow as like an operating system built in the cloud where it has those different objects like scheduled jobs, configurations, logs, integrations, to name a few. Now, with the power of the scripting, you can create applications both on the server side and also the client side scripting. So if you're already used to using Ajax as a technique and as a protocol, so you already know how from the client side, which is AngularJS in ServiceNow perspective, and how it can be passed to the server side. And as we move further to the right, which is the AI, ServiceNow has upgraded itself as an AI platform. So your skill set in building prompts are also going to be utilized greatly within the ServiceNow platform, since it has the ability to integrate with other AIs. It will strengthen your skill set on growing within the AI world. So ServiceNow is treating AI in different layers. And if you are familiar of the MVC architecture pattern, it uses exactly that. From a model integration, a view, a controller, where you could have multiple layers of AI working together. So ServiceNow has its own terminologies, but someone who is a technologist coming from a Java standpoint, like you, will easily pick it up and become productive in the shortest period of time. And as you build this core 4 pillars in parallel, depending on your direction, you can also learn the PSDS. And this will make you very specialized and become more a productive technical person. So as you learn the platform, learn the structure of the tables, as you look at the model in that perspective, or the data model to be specific, you will have a good grasp on how the workflow works. Your familiarity with the RDBMS one-to-many and many-to-many relationship will be handy from a blueprint standpoint, object standpoint, and as you move up to the tiering or an end tier into the application layer and workflow processes, the learning curve will be short since you are looking at ServiceNow platform from a top to bottom perspective. So I like to mention that ServiceNow is a platform. It's similar to AWS, Azure, to name a few, where you can utilize the different feature set. And the difference is like, as a developer, you have those objects to build, and ServiceNow is looking after the infrastructure. So you don't need to worry about those anymore. And as a platform or a platform as a service or a PaaS capability, the workflows like PSDS that you see on the further right sits on top of the platform. So meaning is like, as a developer, you can build your own apps. You can be sitting on top of PSDS, utilizing the platform capability and inheriting the PSDS feature set, or in a perspective that you build your own or work on your own application from ground up using the out-of-the-box ServiceNow feature set. So this is the key takeaways I'd like you to bring out on this video. Since you are an experienced Java developer, translate what you know, strengthen your ServiceNow platform capabilities, navigate around and treat it as a platform or an operating system, as your own laptop where you can build applications into. And as you create your JavaScript applications or enhancements on the workflows, make sure that you script with intent, looking at performance and reliability and also security by design. Using AI where it's measurably helps in specializing where outcomes matter. And in this instance is PSDS, where you turn your skills into a public value. And I hope this video has added value and key insights to you, this ServiceNow developer roadmap. Please don't forget to subscribe and join as a member and watch the next video so you could start building up PDI or your development environment and start to watch this new platform series I'll be building using the Zurich version. And if you are confident already with your platform skill set, I have also added JavaScript in a Zurich release version, also that you can find at the end of the screen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.